lowering the cost is always the key to democratization. And as far as just and also accessibility too. Now, whether or not you have a privately run healthcare system like in the United States, or run something but run by the government, but in fact, which is the case in most countries in the world, again, it all comes down to cost. Again, whether the government pays for it or an insurance company pays for it, again, cost is the major factor. And if you can lower the cost, again, I mentioned for printing out an organ $100. I mean, that may be a lot of money in obviously some parts of the world, but in industrialized countries, $100 is like, it's not very much. So again, if we could, again, this has been already done with integrated circuits and computers. Okay, I mean, I don't have it with me really. Yeah, but my cell phone is basically equivalent to a supercomputer 20 years ago. I mean, the fastest computer in the world that cost millions of dollars is now, I could go to a store and buy it for maybe like a couple of $100. So I think the same things that happen to healthcare is that type of a Moore's law, okay, where things get better and cheaper at the same time. And I think this is possible because the more electronics comes into these products, the cheaper it'll be, because that whole technology, I guess, is inherently following Moore's law.
Directly into tumors, so that when you hit it with radiation, it's like molecular fireworks that go off, but only locally. It just seems like such an amazing opportunity. The thing that was so surprising for me was that I was a teenager when people were first swallowing these pill cameras, and then I was getting white hairs when they were still only swallowing these pill cameras, and I just started to think, like, we have to somehow speed up the clock here, right? There's so much opportunity. Why are we waiting decades before we take the next steps?
Ultimately, I believe there might be interventions very early in life that will prevent all the disease of aging that we are used to, right? There was that publication recently by Dr. Lemaitre from Montpellier, from France, right? And he showed that by exposing mice to Yamanaka factors at an early age, he was able to prevent lots of the disease of aging and extend the lifespan. So we thought that intervention in the later, in later age would be the key to live longer and all that. But it seems that doing something, even when there is no disease, just way before, could be a key as well. So the research is there.